Hello and welcome to Babysteps in Movavi video suite part 5, and what we're going to do is we're going to talk about the music section in the Movavi video editor. Right. I'm Tony of Tony's Tutorials and we're on version 3.1.1 of Movavi video suite 2025. Okay, so what we're going to do is we're going to click on the video editor with the left mouse button, and the video editor will come up in a second. Right, just going to give it a few seconds. Okay, right, so now the first icon on the left after the plus sign is the music section. Right, we're going to click on that and we're going to talk about this music section, and we're going to show you some of the stuff. Right, so first of all, it's got two tabs, music and sounds. The music one gives you the recent, that's the recent ones I've used, so them all have been downloaded already. Then you got your favourites if you've got any favourite particular tunes, and other if there's any other tunes that are there because they're part of a pack or anything that you've got. Right, so you can play them if you've got that pack. Right, so let's just play that and see what it sounds like. Okay, so that's all right. I just take that off. I don't really want that for the moment, but it's available to me because I've got the effects pack as well as the Movavi suite. Right, so I've paid for both, so I've got them both. Right, and then you've got categories. You've got the featured categories, and these are all different ones here. Like that one's one I use quite a lot. This one, I like this one. Let's just turn off. Right, now if you have a look on any of the ones here, if you right click on it, usually you will be able to just add it to timeline to current position if need be, or add at the beginning. Right, so you could add it to where you want it to or whatever by right clicking it. You've also got the license, so you can click on it with the left mouse button and it'll give you the license, as in the wind 15 seconds. Right, as in light wind, sorry, 15 seconds. Artist is DHD Music and the source by Gemendo, and the license is a Creative Commons Attribution NC. Commercial use is available there, yes, so we have got commercial use. Right, so if you have a problem with copyright claim on your video for YouTube, all you need to do is do a screenshot of that and send them that. Right, so if you can send them a screenshot of that, that should take off the claim against you. Right, okay, that was just one of the things I wanted to say. As well as that, you can delete this file from the disk, or delete featured from disk if you wanted to. I wouldn't do it, but there you go. Let's just take that off a minute. Right, so that's that. Then you got your abstract, and there's lots of them as well, and you can see, look, they've all got heart at the side, so if you wanted to put one as favorite, you just click on it and it comes into favorites there. And there's quite a few different ones, and you can scroll to see more. You can scroll to see more. Oh, it don't let me then for a second, but I've got absolutely loads because I've got the effects pack, so it's showing me tons and tons and tons of them. I've got plenty of choices there, really. Okay, and it goes on to the next ones and next ones. That's what's happened, is just carrying on to the next one. Right, so there's the country ones. There's absolutely loads here of stuff between them. So if I scroll to see more, click on that, it goes on to the next one. Right, so there you go, you got absolutely tons of this music. Right, so I mean, you can add different music to different parts, so you can just scroll it like that, and then put another one there like that. So you don't have to have them all in the same place or anything. And if you want to change the music, you can cut it by putting it in like that. When you pull it back out, it'll still come back on up to the end of the video, the music. If you need to change it, like say you want to fade in and fade out on the music, you click on it and you can fade in or whatever. I usually fade in by 1, fade out by 2 on music, so that's faded in there on 1. I don't know, let's just show you. Okay, faded in slowly, a little bit, not very slow. When it gets to the end, you'll see it fade out. Fade out. See how it faded out nicely there. Okay, that's usually I find is the best to fade in by 1 and fade out by 2. Right, so let's go back on the music again, and as you can see, you got different selections for different types of things, like love story, for example. If you want to match up one with a certain type of thing, like so a country, so you're doing a western, you'd have country, wouldn't you? Something like that, or you might have indie rock or something for a particular thing. Let's just try that one. Riding bikes would be something like that. You know, you could have a standoff where they're doing that kind of noise, where they're looking at each other, ready to fire or something. Or you could have somebody riding a bike doing that kind of thing, you know what I mean? So you got that kind of music for that sort of stuff. You got your holidays and events ones, which is Christmas and things like that, mainly Christmas, isn't it? There ain't many other things for that really. Sounds, here's the sounds. Now you got loads of different sounds here. So you got, I haven't actually used any of these sounds because I've got my own sound packs anyway, but you got action, so breaking glass, shot, whip, and yeehaw. Got animals, it don't take long for these to download anyway. Right, all you gotta do is click on the download button. You can do the whole lot in one go by clicking on that, and it'll do all that category by downloading it from that particular area, and it'll download the lot. Right, the thing is, I've got the effects as well as the normal app, so the effects bundle gives you a lot of stuff, right? So just remember that. But it's the same with these. All you need to do is put them down into the area, and you can adjust them if you want to. You got these bars here as well for these and them. Look, see the bar. That bar can change the volume. So at the moment it's 100%. They change it down to 40%. I usually put my background to about 40% using this bar. Then I'll go to here, click on that, click on the audio there, and equalizer, and change it to background music, which I've already preset to that there, right? And that usually works for me, and it makes it so it's not too loud, but loud enough so you can play music without it overpowering my voice, right? You can barely hear it, can you? Yeah, well, maybe sometimes I'll listen to the music and decide on whether it's overpowering or not. There you go, so that's alright. I can adjust it accordingly, but you can adjust it down. Usually I adjust this down to 40, but with this one, because it's so quiet, I'd probably do it about 80 or something like that. 79, 80, somewhere around there, so that you could hear it, but it wouldn't be overpowering my voice. Okay, so that's what you would do with that, right? So that's the music anyway, and the sounds. You can have a favourite sound as well as music. and you got background noises, cheering, cinematic, clicks, emotions, everyday life, different things like applause, ka-ching, rain and thunder, a shutter, like that. Footsteps, footsteps got their own, what's it, as well there. I can only just hear that. Try that one. Oh, fast footsteps, try that one. So there's a lot of different choices there, and if you want to search for something, right, what I would do is I'd go to the top featured like that, and then I would search like that and put in like maybe try that and see if I could find it from that. It's giving you footsteps there like that. So now if you wanted to do that, you could also, if you wanted to just download certain things, you could change it from that. So there we go. Possibly it ain't allowing me to at the moment, so I'll just click on there. As you can see, if you got one of these that you like, you can babysit there. But I think that's everything I can tell you about the music and the sounds on the music tab, right? There's not a lot else you can do with them other than shortening them down by clicking on either side. You can shorten them that way and that. You can shorten them that way. Right. You can also add your own dots on the line here. You click on the line, make a dot. Click on the line at the beginning, click there, so you can pull that down now, and so it'll make it shorter there, louder there, and then you can break it down there and make that shorter. Then say if somebody's talking in the middle of something and you want to deviate from it to being loud to being, what's it, it ain't coming up now, I need that to go that way, right? And then we go back that way again, and then click on this one again if I can. There, and then we'll push that one across and bring that up, right? So say you need somebody to be quiet for a certain part, you can do it like that. So that's quiet and it's going loud. So and then somebody needs to say an announcement here, and it goes quiet again and then loud. So you can do that if you wished, right? So say you've got an actual announcement, you can just put the announcement in there by just knocking that down and just doing that, right? So it'll take the music down at that particular point there slowly, and then bringing it back up after that. That's easy. All you have to do is just left click on it like that, left click on it again, and you got to be on the actual line to do it, right? You can do it right up here like that. So that should be very loud there, right? So I'm just gonna go quieter as it goes down here. In your ear, yeah. Right, so if you wanted to do things like that, you can do things like that. That's what it's all about. It's being able to adjust it to what you need. So say you want to announce, so it's somebody's birthday today, you could put that in halfway through a tune. Simple as that, right? Okay, so I hope this has been useful to you anyway. But it's just the music I'm doing today. I will be doing the texts next time, which is that one, and there's a lot of different titles and things to do with that one, which I will do on the next video. So I hope this has been useful to you anyway. If it has, please like and subscribe to Tony's Tutorials, and thank you very much for watching. I really do appreciate it. Have a great day. Thank you.